think for you
Yeah.
to be prepared to answer them, but we'll just dive right in. So the first question was, please tell me a little bit about your culture and background and where you grew up.
Of course. I grew up in Russia. I was born and raised there until 21 years. And I was born in a big industrial city in the Ural Mountains.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I moved here on my own when I was 21 years old. And it took me a while to adjust to like
Mhm.
culture here because obviously there are some differences.
Mhm.
While some things can be similar, but a lot of things are different.
Right.
Um, I would say Russian culture is pretty rich. Growing up, we learn to respect elders, to like we are big on family values and traditions and education.
Mhm.
So we are expected to go to college
Yeah.
after high school, and our parents, of course, help us with that.
Mhm.
And I think, um, yeah, our parents very, I would say, involved, and they want us to get education. So often they would like help you to pay for it, like my
Mhm.
parents did.
That's a blessing though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool. Is the town you grew up in, is it, like you said, it's an industrial area? So is that an industrial
Hmm.
town of amounts? Does it mean it's like an industrial area, or is it like farmland? Is it like a city? Like what's it like?
It's city with more than 1 million
Oh
people,
wow.
so it's considered big, one of the big cities in Russia. However, of course, it's not as big as Moscow,
Yeah.
but it's still considered big. And during the war, they used to make tanks
Mhm.
in my city.
Oh
So
wow.
it's a lot of like steel factories
Okay.
and yeah, industrial city.
So
And
if you could compare it to like a place that you've been in the States, like what would you say like is the closest, like
hmm,
looks like it kind of?
uh, I I don't really know because here often you have like very high tall buildings.
Mhm.
My city does not have like skyscrapers,
Oh, okay.
but like people wise and um, how to say like mm, territory wise, it's big.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right on.
and it's also located on the border of Europe and Asia.
Oh, okay.
So
No,
yeah.
that's good to know. So then the next question was, what do you identify as the most important or distinct practices, traditions of your culture?
Um, I would say gathering and hospitality.
Okay.
Um, when we have people over, even if it's like for a quick hanging out, we always make a lot of food.
Okay.
we we always make sure that people are like fed when they come to our house.
Hmm.
Also, celebrating New Year is very big in Russia.
Okay.
We, it's probably one of the most celebrated holidays
Okay.
compared comparable to how we celebrate Christmas in the United States. So
Okay.
in Russia, we get together, we make a lot of food, we exchange gifts on New Year.
Oh,
We
okay.
all we all stay up till 12,
Hmm.
and then we listen to president's speech. And
Oh,
after
okay.
12, we go outside and do fireworks.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's like the whole half of day we like celebrate together.
Well, right on. It sounds like it
Yeah,
is similar to like the US, but it's just like a more important thing.
yeah,
'Cause,
and
we do fireworks too and stuff like that,
yeah,
but I think that it's not so I don't know how to explain it, like standard maybe. Like a lot of people
yeah,
in the
and
US,
we
like respectfully, the goal is to get drunk and kiss someone on New Year's. Like it's not like a more like
and
party
mhm,
tradition like I feel like it is for Russia. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's more like we also dress up. Like we
Okay.
celebrate inside, like in our houses, apartments, but we dress up, like we put full makeup, hair, we buy new dresses, we wear heels inside
Oh
for New
wow.
Year. So it's like very big. In Russia, we believe like how you meet New Year, that's how you're gonna spend it. So
Oh, that's neat. Yeah.
we try to show up our best for New Year, basically.
That's really cool. That's a really cool look on that. I've never heard that before, so that's really neat.
Yeah.
Sweet. So then next question is how does your culture typically view family roles in general? So you talked about it a little bit already about how you
Mm-hmm.
guys have a lot of respect on the elder, um, which I think is something that a lot of cultures I think do have a lot of respect for their elder or they're taught to have
Mm-hmm.
respect for their elder, right?
Yeah.
Um, for you guys though, how do gender roles work? Whether is there certain expectations for men over women and vice versa?
Um, I would say it's more of a traditional way in Russia. Man works and provides
Hmm.
for the family. Women often stay at home with kids. Uh, Most of the time, it's because in Russia we have extended parent parental leave, maternity leave.
Okay.
So a woman can stay with a child until a child is 1.5 years
Oh wow.
old, and they can extend it until 3 years old if they
Wow.
want to. So a lot of times women stay home with small kids, and after kids go to like kindergarten and school, woman can choose if she wants to work or stay at home. And often, like fathers, men, husbands are okay with that. And
Yeah.
basically, if she works, it's like her money.
Right.
And if man works, it's like
The household's
family
money.
money.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. So right now, my father, even though
Mhm.
he's retired, he still works. And
Mhm.
my mom is taking full-time care of her mom,
Mhm.
and she doesn't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. So your dad's retired from his like career job, I guess, and now he's picked up something else on the side, kind of since he's retired from that.
Yeah, he used to be a surgeon, like
Oh
orthopedic
wow.
surgeon, and now he still sees patient, but he does not perform surgeries. He
Oh
just
okay.
consults.
Right on. That's cool. Okay. The next question was, what are some of the things people in your culture do that outsiders might misunderstand?
Mm. It's probably that maybe Russian people are not so friendly.
Okay.
We often we something that it took me a while to get used to is like, hi, how are you? And like
Oh, okay.
smiling to strangers. In
Mhm.
Russia, we don't smile to strangers, but we do to people we know. And
Mhm.
often we don't ask how they're doing. We just greet people we know, and
Yeah.
we just don't say anything to people we don't know.
Okay.
And yeah, once we get to know people, like we're obviously friendly and like
Mhm.
smiling,
Yeah.
but other than that, people might see us as grumpy
Oh.
people. Yeah,
I think that like and no disrespect or anything. I don't know a lot of Russian people. I know you obviously in your
yeah,
work, but I did grow up with a friend whose mother was Russian, and she did come off a little, um, rough around the edges.
Yeah.
But then as we got to know her, she was actually a really nice lady. And I can't remember. She used to always make us this thing that was like it's like a dough, I guess, and then it was stuffed with like potatoes, or sometimes she stuffed it with
Oh
meat.
yeah.
I don't know what they're called, but they were delicious.
Mm-hmm.
But she was a really nice lady once you got to know her. But at first,
Yeah.
and like at first looking at her, she did seem kind of like unapproachable, like intimidating almost. Um,
Yeah.
so I can see how that could be a thing that could be misunderstood of you guys, but you guys are obviously nice people because I know you and you're a wonderful person. Um, next question is what's considered respectful or disrespectful in conversation or behavior in your culture?
Okay. Let's see. I have some notes
Oh,
here
good.
so I don't forget anything. Um, so disrespectful would probably be talk back to your parents, like grandparents.
Okay.
Do not vacate, sit in a public transport to like older people or pregnant
Oh, okay.
women. Um, stare at people is disrespectful. It's probably in a lot of
Yeah.
countries. Um, I would say one of the thing in Russia we do is we communicate directly,
Okay.
which here it might seem like not appropriate at times.
Okay.
It might seem disrespectful, but it's normal in Russia because, for example, here you can ask people, and it's also something that I had to get used to. Like in Russia, we can say, "Okay, give me this, please,"
Mhm.
and here you would say, "Would you please give me this thing?"
Mhm.
Like in Russia, we're like more direct, and we can openly disagree with people,
Mhm.
which here can be more considered aggressive, maybe.
Yeah. Combative. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Also, probably excessive smiling and fake
Oh,
politeness.
really?
It
Oh, okay.
feels insincere to us since, yeah, and people we don't know, we don't do that in Russia. So
So people, if you actually are too friendly or smiley or whatever, people, Russians may take it as you being like phony and not realistic with them, and they don't
yeah,
appreciate that. Okay, I can
yeah,
see that. That makes sense based on like if you talk if you, in your culture, you talk so directly, and then people, if you're not being direct, and then on top of that you're like smiley and like you know what I mean, they're like
mm-hmm.
what is going on here? Like what is wrong
Yeah,
with you? So I can
yeah.
see how that could be a thing. Interesting. Okay, we're almost done. We got three more questions.
Okay.
What role does religion play in your culture, and in what way, if any, does it influence daily life and communication?
Um, I would say so. Russian main religion, I would say it's Orthodox,
Okay.
and so when I joined the army here and at basic training, we had the opportunity to go like different churches,
Mm-hmm.
like see different religions, and
Mm-hmm.
I would say in Russia it's more like it's your personal. You don't openly like communicate your religion to people or like convince
Okay.
them, and it's more of like private, and you don't gather with people and like go to the church in Russia. You like go by yourself and you like say prayer quietly and then you leave. It's not like we gather and like sing songs
Okay. Okay.
like
I see.
here. So that was kind of different. But for me personally, I'm not religious. So
Okay.
and I didn't really grow up religious. And so I wouldn't say it's really like influenced my life in some way. I
Mm-hmm.
respect religion, but I choose
That's
not
fair.
to like. go to church, and
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
I think that, yeah, it can be a private thing, like, and I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate that because I'm religious too, but I kind of
Yeah.
almost practice it the same way that
Yeah.
Russians do in a way. I'm a Christian, but I'm not someone who is going to shove my beliefs down other people's throats,
Yeah.
so to speak, because I don't think that's fair. If they want to have a relationship with God, then they will find that path. It's not. I'm not here to tell you how to have a relationship with Him, or if you, or to have a relationship with Him, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I can respect and understand that kind of almost quiet, very almost
Mm-hmm.
intimate relationship
Yeah.
when it comes to religion and your beliefs and stuff like that. So I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Um, Next question was, what do you wish more people understood about your culture?
Um, probably, probably that there's a lot of stereotypes about
Mm-hmm.
Russia, which can be funny, but like not all of them are true.
Yeah.
Like drinking vodka. We don't really drink vodka every day. We might drink it on like special occasions, but
Yeah.
it's not like we like wake up and drink vodka.
Right. That is a
Yeah.
very big stereotype that is out there about Russians. So,
Yeah. And probably about politics. Like, yeah, right now it's rough
mm-hmm.
because we have this kind of situation in Russia. But, Russian people are not like what they show in the news about us and like politics and stereotypes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. The last question is, what advice would you give someone who wants to ensure that they develop healthy relationship with those in your culture? How do we be good
Um,
friends?
um, it's probably if you're gonna directly communicate with us,
mm-hmm.
like if you have something like you don't like that we do, then we would appreciate if you come to us directly
Okay.
and say that instead of going through someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you invite us to your house, if you, I don't know, share your hospitality and food, and yeah, if you ask us questions about our culture, because
Just show interest and with an open mind
yeah,
and wanting to learn.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool. Well, that was the last question. Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. I have to write a paper now about everything that we talked
Mm-hmm.
about, so I'm glad we
Yeah.
did a recording. But yeah, that was great. I appreciate you taking the time and helping me out. And
Mm-hmm.
it is interesting to learn a little bit more about you. When
Yeah.
I come back to office, we'll have to talk more because I'm very interested in. I like learning about other cultures and stuff, so I'm interested
Mm-hmm.
in learning more about you and in your culture and stuff. So.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so
Sounds
much,
good.
Kat. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Thank you. Bye
Bye.
bye.